Welcome everyone, it's Mark Warsh here, and I want to talk to you about some of the important stories that we'll be discussing this week. First, we'll be discussing the House Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government. This subcommittee will be investigating the politicization of the FBI and DOJ and the potential abuse of power by government officials. We must all stay informed about this issue and do our part to prevent the weaponization of our federal government. We'll also be discussing the train derailment that will occur in East Palestine, Ohio. This will be a difficult situation for those affected, and we must do our part to support them. Finally, we'll be speaking about the mysterious objects that will be shot down by U.S. Air Force fighters in North American airspace. This story will raise questions about safety and regulation of amateur balloon activity. It will also highlight the need for greater oversight of how taxpayer money is spent. Let's all stay informed about these stories and do our part to ensure that our hard-earned money is not being wasted and that our government is held accountable. Thank you for joining me, and let's get started. Welcome back, folks. It's Mark Warsh here, and I want to talk to you about the House Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government. On February 9th, 2023, this subcommittee held its first hearing. It was launched by Reverend Jim Jordan and aims to investigate and oversee the weaponization of the federal government. This is a serious issue that we should all be paying attention to, and it's one I'm sure you're concerned about too. For those who don't know, weaponization is the use of government agencies for political purposes or the abuse of power by government officials. This kind of weaponization can undermine public trust in government and damage the democratic process. It's a worrying trend and one we need to take a stand against. At the hearing, the committee discussed the politicization of the FBI and DOJ and attacks on American civil liberties. The FBI and DOJ have been accused of engaging in partisan behavior and using their powers to target political opponents. This is something we can't stand for. Examples of Democrats abusing power include the politicizing of the hiring and firing process of federal government agencies, using federal agencies to target political opponents, and using federal funds to promote partisan agendas. As Americans, we must all be aware of the dangers of weaponization and take a stand against it. We must hold our elected officials accountable and ensure that our democratic process is protected. I urge everyone to stay informed about this issue and do their part to prevent the weaponization of our federal government. Join the fight for truth and show your support for Mark Warsh with our exclusive merchandise. From premium metal signs to stylish t-shirts, we've got everything you need to show your love for the conservative talk show host and his mission to uncover the truth. Because we are fiercely independent, all proceeds going to support the channel, you can feel good about your purchase knowing that you're making a difference. Head over to www.markwarshshow.com now to check out our selection of Mark Warsh merchandise and show your support today. Hey there everyone, the Mark Warsh here, and I want to talk to you about the train derailment that occurred in East Palestine, Ohio on February 3rd, 2023. It's a serious situation and one that has had a big impact on the people living in the area. The derailment led to a major release of toxic chemicals, and the surrounding areas were ordered to evacuate. The people living there were put in a difficult position, and their safety and well-being was put at risk. The government has since provided contact information for various resources available to affected residents, including a hotline to request air monitoring at home and a family assistance center. Unfortunately, the Biden administration declined a request for federal disaster assistance from Ohio Governor Mike DeWine following the derailment. This is a difficult situation that has put a lot of pressure on the state government, and it will be challenging to address the aftermath of this disaster without federal support. My heart goes out to all those affected by this tragedy, and I hope they are able to get the help they need. It's important that we all do our part to support those in need. If you can, please consider donating to organizations that are providing relief to those affected by the derailment. Let's all stay informed about this situation and do our part to help those in need. Thank you for your time. Welcome back, everyone. Mark Warsh here, and I want to talk to you about the mysterious objects shot down by U.S. Air Force fighters in North American airspace earlier this month. Aviation Week has reported that one of the 3 objects shot down may have been a small balloon that was declared missing in action by an Illinois-based hobbyist club. It's unclear why the balloon was shot down, but some reports suggest that the USAF mistook it for a threat. This is a worrying situation and one that has raised questions about the safety and regulation of amateur balloon activity. What's even more concerning is that the U.S. Air Force wasted nearly $1 million in AIM-9X missiles to shoot down what looks to be a trash bag with a radio attached to it. That's an absurd amount of money to spend on something like this. This kind of misuse of taxpayer money is unacceptable, and we should all be outraged. We must hold our elected officials accountable and ensure that our hard-earned money is not being wasted on foolish and irresponsible decisions. Let's stay informed about this story and do our part to make sure that our government is held accountable and that our hard-earned money is not being wasted. Get ready to indulge in a new level of crunchy goodness, introducing Sugar D's Nuts, the premium nut snack that will blow your taste buds away. Made from the finest ingredients, our nuts are roasted to perfection and seasoned with a touch of magic. Whether you're looking for a midday snack or a crunchy addition to your meals, Sugar D's Nuts have got you covered. So don't wait any longer. Click on the link for more details. Trust us. Once you try our nuts, you'll never go back to ordinary snacks again. Get your bag of Sugar D's Nuts today and elevate your snacking experience. Use promo code WARSHD'sNuts for 5% off. Yeehaw, folks. Let's round up today's spiciest memes and tweets and get ready to have some fun. So saddle up and get ready for some laughs because we're about to take you on a wild ride. Thank you for your time. Well, that's all for this week, folks. I hope you've enjoyed our discussion of these important stories. We discussed the House Select Subcommittee on the weaponization of the federal government and the need to stay informed and take a stand against this worrying trend. We also discussed the train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, and the need to support those affected by the disaster. Finally, we spoke about the mysterious objects shot down by U.S. Air Force fighters and the need for greater oversight of how taxpayer money is spent. Let's all stay informed about these stories and do our part to ensure that our hard-earned money is not being wasted and that our government is held accountable. Thank you for joining me and have a great weekend.